Well, hello, Scott Stevens, Goldsboro City Manager, here for our May monthly update. It's really a pretty time of year. We've moved outside for this filming. I hope you're enjoying the outside as well this time of year, and I would encourage you to get out into our parks and enjoy the parks. They're really coming to life with green and people, and just a nice time to get out and move around some. So I encourage you to take advantage of that. One other thing I'd like to mention continues to be a concern for our City Council is trash and litter. Please do your part to not throw things from your vehicle or let them escape from the back of your pickup. Also do what you can to clean up around your business or your home to make the community look better. The city's doing what it can, but it takes all of us to do that. Our feeding program for our children has been ongoing for several months now. We've moved locations to Fairview Community Center at 1906 Edgerton Place and at out a structured day facility at 801 Poplar. Seems to be very well received in terms of youth being able to get there, and again we'll run that through the first weekend in June. But it's 3 to 5 Saturday and Sunday. Been very supportive of volunteers in the community, so we appreciate that, and really serving a need that we believe is there with our children in our community. So it's something we're going to evaluate over the summer and then see how we fund that, maybe through federal or state funds going into next school year. We continue to talk about the conversion of our garbage routes from semi-automated trucks where you have 2 gentlemen on the back of the truck or 2 employees on the back of the truck and a driver. The employees step off, grab a container, put it on the truck, it dumps it, they put it back, and they slide it back to the curb. To a fully automated truck, there's 1 driver, no other men on the truck. Truck reaches out, grabs it, dumps it, sets it back. We did have a utility bill stuffer that we put out in the last month that sort of tells you directions on where to place your container, but the big part is making sure there's nothing nearby within 3 feet so that we can reach around the container, have the lid toward the street so that when we dump it, and most of the trash, all of the trash will go into the hopper of that truck and into the bed of the truck or into the compaction part. So more education coming on that, but June 1st we're using the trucks today, but June 1st is when we're really rolling out the fully automated routes. And again, a few customers will see a change of their day. They will get letters from us, but of our 13,000 and some customers, 500 or 600 have a change of day. So for those, they'll get letters from us indicating that. Otherwise, your day will stay the same, and hopefully you won't notice a difference, and we'll be providing a service in a safer manner at a lesser cost to all of us in Goldsboro. Budget time, again, our departments have been working on putting a budget together. The finance department and myself and city manager or assistant city managers have been working on balancing our budget for the fiscal year, which begins July 1st and runs to June 30th. We are presenting it to City Council this early part of May, and we'll have some discussions with City Council in May. So if you have any questions on our budget or want to speak, our budget public hearing is May 18th. At 6 o'clock in the council chambers, but certainly the public hearing times at our June meeting. I'm sure the council would listen to concerns that you have at that time as well. Or if you read something that doesn't sound right, please don't hesitate to call my office and speak with me, and I'll be happy to at least give you our reasoning and what we're trying to cover within our proposed budget. I will tell you one thing with the proposed budget. Last year our state legislators revoked the privilege tax. In Goldsboro we billed $400,000 in privilege tax revenues to a large percentage of those out-of-town businesses that are located, have an office here but their corporate headquarters is somewhere else. That has gone away. That was $400,000, which is 2 cents on our tax rate that we're having to work through in our current budget. In the proposed budget I will not have a tax increase, but it does mean we're not funding some of the things that otherwise we could have. So that'll be a discussion, I believe, for our City Council. Center Street, I do want to continue to thank the businesses downtown for their patience in working through the project. I think there is some excitement now that we've opened up one half of the Center Street project. The other half is under construction, and again, all of it be completed by late November. There continues to be strong interest in new businesses announcing that they're moving downtown on a weekly basis, so I hope you'll come visit downtown, see our Center Street Bazaar, some of the new restaurants that are open, visiting some of the other offices and businesses that are moving in, and encourage you if you haven't been downtown in a while to come. And again, it'll all be finished in November, but the businesses really need your support between now and the time the Center Street project is done. So please come downtown and support mostly locally owned and operated businesses. Gateway Transfer Center, the other project that's going on in our downtown, and the Walnut Street streetscape projects, it's expected to finish in July and August time frame, so it's on schedule, but it's a little ahead of the Center Street project. If you haven't been down Walnut Street from Center Street towards the Union Station, I would encourage you to do that. I think it really is coming together nicely. Light fixtures should be installed soon. And again, the Gateway Transfer Center is really taking shape in terms of what it will look like as well. So I would encourage you to come through. Lots of folks investing in houses in and around that area, which is what we had hoped would happen, and I hope there'll be a continued interest in that as that area hopes to transform and go back to what it was many years ago in terms of a thriving area there where people felt good about being part of that community. Council did approve, in terms of continuing work in the area, did approve city staff applying for another Tiger grant. There's another round of federal Tiger grant funding to come out to renovate Union Station, improve Cornerstone Commons, and the last 2 blocks of Center Street to basically just turn them into a residential block and rebuild them as well. The work, again, we would know if we will receive this grant probably late fall of this year. Work would not begin for 2 years after that. So it would still be into year 2017 before any work in that area would likely begin, and then probably 2 years to finish that. So we're still talking a very long time frame for saving the Union Station, but we are applying for funding where we can leverage our money. And again, the Tiger grant requires a 20% local match, so a $12.5 million project would be $2.5 million for us to be the local match for the $12.5 million project. So at any rate, more to come on that as we hear news that we either received that award or did not receive that award. Council meeting time change. You may be aware of the citizen request a few months ago. City Council made changes to move their meetings where they were talking over in a work session environment and off camera to try to move all of their discussion on camera. They are doing that through the month of May. Transition has gone fairly well. One of the recommendations I made is rather than having a 7 o'clock formal meeting, moving this, keeping the work session beginning at 5, have a 6 o'clock formal meeting, and so that is what we're doing. So if you've been used to attending our city council meetings and they start at 7, our city council meetings until further notice are starting at 6 o'clock in the council chambers, 5 o'clock in the council chambers for the work session, and again we'll make some adjustments as we go forward in time. But again, first and third Mondays of each month, unless there's a holiday on the Monday, 6 o'clock will be the formal meeting time in the council chambers if you're interested in coming to speak at a public hearing or public comment or just to be part of the meeting and listen to what occurs. So please participate. We look forward to seeing you at a future meeting. Goldsboro Country Club renovation work, that is ongoing. We're doing mostly interior work in terms of getting bids and quotes to improve bathrooms, add bathrooms, which would need to be done for ADA compliance and opening up as a public facility. And then really we're going to replace floor coverings and wall coverings, not a whole lot of structural changes beyond that. There'll be some outside cleanup of tearing down buildings, putting some power lines underground, a little better parking lot lighting. Those renovations will be underway in the coming months. But again, that project is moving along, and again, I hope we'll have it open late summer, early fall in time for people to book fall events and Christmas parties. So again, be thinking to what you might use that. The interest has been strong in terms of interest of when it would be available, and I hope that again, late summer, early fall. Lots of activities going on. One more thing on Goldsboro Country Club. We are having an auction of items that we won't need, china, furniture, candlesticks, some things that we don't see a need for as the city operates this as a meeting facility and a golf pro shop. So if you're interested in securing a piece of Goldsboro's history and something that you had your eye on in the country club, or you wanted to come see what was there and maybe was available, we're looking at a date of June 6th or June 13th as a fallback. So we're working on that date, but we will get it publicized and out, and would encourage you to come and bid on some items and take some of Goldsboro's history maybe home with you. Last 2 items or a couple items, a lot of activities, again, activities in our parks that I encourage you to check with Parks and Rec or check on websites or give us a call or look on Facebook. We'll be happy to share information with you about what's going on and coming up in our parks. Center Street jams have begun again, so every other Thursday we're having a downtown jam. They're moved to the John Street parking lot, which is where they were last year, which is just south of City Hall. And again, stage is set up there. I think if you get south of City Hall, you won't miss it, but I'd encourage you to come. They really are nice events and start around 6 o'clock on Thursday evenings every other week. And then of course the air show coming May 16th and 17th. Either if you're hearing this before the 16th and the 17th, I would encourage you to come out and participate. Really a great day for Goldsboro with Seymour Johnson showcasing their base and the capabilities of our Air Force. And then a good day if you're after that. I hope you enjoyed it and have heard some of the stories from it. But I look forward to that as well. So with that, as always, we're here to serve. If you have questions of us, please don't hesitate to either email or call my office or find me in person. We're happy to help, and we're here to serve, and we enjoy working for you, those that call Goldsboro home. Thank you.